They are in the Elite Eight for the first time in program history. The SEC Player of the Year, Sindarius Thornwell, was asked if his team is feeling the pressure one win away from the Final Four.
We still don't feel like it's pressure because we're still getting picked against, and we're still going in as the underdog, and so when you're going in as the underdog, you don't have any expectations or anything. So we're just playing free and having fun.
Tim, there can't really be pressure on the Gamecocks. I mean, people don't really feel like the SEC is a basketball conference. They had never been to the Sweet 16 or the Elite Eight. They're playing with house money, right? It can't be any pressure on them.
They dominated Baylor. Now, the first 2 games of this tournament, I think they were able to gain confidence and feed off that crowd because they were playing in their backyard of Greenville. And then you knock off Duke, and they look like a completely different squad against Baylor. I mean, that game was never competitive. They dominated Baylor, and you got to think that their confidence is at an all-time high. Nobody thought South Carolina was going to get here. And now you beat a team like Duke that was the favorite in Vegas before the tournament started. You beat a team like Baylor that rose to #1 in the country. That locker room believes that they can beat anybody left in this tournament.
Right.
I'll tell you this right now, as a fan of college basketball, I hope they don't win.
Why is that?
This will be so anticlimactic to what a great college basketball season it was, for all the great games there were, the UCLA, Kentucky regular season game, the Monk game against North Carolina. The NBA draft is going to be loaded this year with guys of talent.
Gonzaga,
South Carolina wins
potentially
national
South Carolina,
championship.
but you don't want to see the Final Four between Gonzaga and South Carolina. That doesn't get you revved up. That's not must-see TV. You wouldn't be running.
Thank God we know what the answer is to this. Whoever wins the Kentucky-North Carolina games winning the national championship.
I hear you continue to say that. But for South Carolina, though, even if they lose, I mean, this season would be a success for the reason that you mentioned. To do something that's never been done. So I don't understand who could say it's pressure on South Carolina.
They're just boring.
Defense, it could be boring, but as they say, defense wins championships. We'll see if South Carolina can move on to the Final Four.